5 Things to Know About the Moon. People frequently underestimate how far distant the Moon is from Earth. The Moon is roughly 250,000 miles, 250,000 miles, or 400,000 kilometers, away, which is a nice rough distance to keep in mind. You could just about squeeze the other 7 major planets into the space between the two worlds due to the great distance between them. On the lunar surface, astronauts from 3 NASA Apollo missions, including Apollo 11, installed unique reflectors that are currently used to calculate the Moon's distance with great accuracy. In fact, they have demonstrated that the Moon is separating from Earth at a rate of around 1.5 inches, almost 4 centimeters, year. This one's another easy approximation to remember. The Moon is about 1/4, or a quarter, the size of Earth in width. Put another way, Earth is about 4 times wider than the Moon. That's just about as wide as the United States or Europe. The Moon typically seems more pale when it is high overhead and somewhat orange or amber tinted when it is rising or setting. You might be surprised to learn that up close, it appears differently. The orange hues are a result of the Moon's light entering your eyes after traveling through the Earth's atmosphere. And the dazzling whitish appearance, would you call it eggshell or perhaps bone? Is due to the Sun's intense illumination of its surface. The Moon reflects light from the Sun, it does not produce any light of its own. The Moon's surface is primarily gray up close, particularly the tone of old, weathered asphalt. The Moon actually rotates on its axis, just like the Earth does, even if it may not appear that way from Earth. The Moon has virtually the same face every time we look at it since it revolves around Earth at the same rate. The cause is connected to gravity and the same forces that drive the regular tides in the ocean. As a side point, the Moon doesn't actually have a permanent dark side because it rotates. The Moon's changing phases show how the area of its surface that receives sunlight rotates around the Moon once a month. During the lunar day, when you look at the Moon, one of the first things you notice is that its surface has both bright and dark regions. I assume everyone has heard of the man in the moon. The Latin word mare, which means sea, is used to describe the shadowy regions. The lunar mare are volcanic basins that were formed billions of years ago as a result of ancient collisions. Following the impacts, lava filled the craters, which later cooled to create smooth, dark plains. This type of dark lava rock, referred to as basalt, pronounced basalt, is also present on Earth. The Sea of Tranquility is one of the most well-known mares. Apollo 11 chose this location for their landing in part due to how level and smooth it was. After 50 years, NASA is still uncovering the mysteries of the Moon with the goal of sending the next humans there in the near future as part of the Artemis program.